Okay, this is how to pull out a small tree or shrub with a truck or a come along. You tie your rope on it, of course, but also have a safety rope. Okay, I use a simple clove hitch on these ropes. You make a loop like that. You make another loop exactly the same, and you put it underneath it. You slip that over the post, and that's a clove hitch. It's tied to something else. In this case, this is my safety rope, just in case something breaks off. If you're pulling it with your truck, something can break off and go flying towards your truck or towards anybody standing nearby. And this is quite a long pull, so I've only got one rope. Okay, on this end I've got like a figure-8 knot. Some kinds of knots will pull up really tight when you start pulling on them and you can't get them loose. I start by pulling just a little bit and don't get too carried away. And then I check and see if any roots need to be cut. And also I don't stand directly behind it in case something breaks and that kind of tree comes snapping back. Okay, cracks in the ground after I pulled on it show me where the big roots are. This one seems to have mostly small roots. And I come in and start digging, I can break them. I can hear them breaking. Then I come back and pull a little bit more, see what happens. Okay, this is looking pretty good. I'll just keep digging and see what happens. You can hear the sound when you hit a root. Some trees you can chop the root with your nice sharp shovel. Other trees you have to get a sawzall and a blade and cut the roots. Okay, a block of wood sometimes helps with the leverage of pulling it. It'll tend to lift that out and lift the roots out with an upward motion. That didn't work too well, so I lowered the block down, moved it closer to the base, get a little more leverage. Okay, that worked well. And even pulled part of my safety stand out, which I wanted just to pull out anyway. But that worked well. This tool is called a marlin spike, and it comes in real handy for loosening knots that are real tight. You can squeeze it in, and even then it's kind of tough, but you can get it in there and you start wiggling. You put some pressure on it and make it loose, just enough to help loosen the knot. You also can use a nice tapered punch, a small one with about an 1/8 inch tip on it. And when you get a little bit loose, then you can get in there and you can pry on it, and then you got it loose. Okay, on the smaller cherry tree, I'm going to use this tool to chop a root. I found the root. You can pry on it and see it. And I prefer to chop them if I can, because if you use your sawzall, you get your blade in the dirt and kind of dulls the blade. Okay, I'm ready to pull the smaller one out now. And got the rope tied to it and the safety rope tied over here to the banana tree. It's out now, and you can see, due to the spring of the nylon rope, it bounced all the way over there when it came loose. That's why the safety rope is important. That figure-8 knot was pretty tough to get apart. I'll get it, but I'm going to do some research on a better knot that releases easier.